Hey everyone, it's Matthew, and I'm here to pretty much give a channel update. And this is going to be probably a little bit of a lengthy video. I don't know how long, but there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and specifically what's been going on with the channel as of recently. And I thought I might as well just, because some of the stuff I was going to talk about in this video was just going to be its own video, but really I don't want to like oversaturate my channel with like constant update videos, so I want to just give you guys the full dump of information of what's been going on with me and the channel recently and what I plan to do going forward. That's my cat meowing, by the way, in the back, because I'm recording this on a extended tripod and putting it up close to my thing, like my mouth like a microphone. Anyway, um let me just say that as far as like me personally, just for a bit, we'll talk about it later. Again, she's scratching on like a little claw thing, so I hope you guys don't mind. This year, even though we're only 4 months in, it's been pretty real. It's been pretty tough at times, and it's also been quite relaxing at times. It's like a very off and on year. As far as like when I have to deal with stuff, I really have to deal with stuff. When I don't have to deal with stuff, I really don't have to deal with stuff. There's no like in between of anything really. Um, it's just kind of been like that, and there's been quite a bit up and down. I'll give it that, but really, I know you guys are here for me to talk about the channel, so let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, I want to talk about the projects, specifically the big three: the A.W.G.E.N Godzilla show, Golden Glory, and Spiral's Shape Show, which all of them have something to do with each other, so let's go ahead and talk about the A.W.G.E.N Godzilla show. Oh, that's a notification on my other device, whatever. Um, let's talk about the A.W.G.E.N Godzilla show, which recently came back after a 4 month hiatus. And here's what I will say. If you notice, I already talked about the name change, Red Godzilla Kong into Insanity, which was basically just so it could differentiate from the 2016 Chapter 1 series, it's still the same show, it's just under a different name. It's still the exact same show, it's still going, same characters, just different plots. That said, when I came back with the show, it did very well, and I'm super thankful because like it really just seems like you guys really enjoy the adventures Red Godzilla and Kong have been going on. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of those. You also might notice that I haven't released the full episode yet, as I released part 1 and part 2, then I've taken a mini hiatus, and I'm gonna be releasing part 3 soon. The reason I decided to start putting these in parts as opposed to full length episodes is kind of to put more Angry Godzilla show content out there on a more frequent basis. See, I miss the days when I could just make a smaller length episode and then I could just put it out there with like little to no effort. Well, not little to no effort, but like really little to no expectations as far as like the wait time is concerned. And realistically, I do miss it. I did a bit of it when it came to season 19 and 20, where I waited like every 2 days to make the episode, like script it, film it, edit it, and then send it off, and then rinse and repeat every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I believe it was, for a little while. And then I switched to like full length episodes to season 21. And it's seen better days with the formula, but I definitely think that this is the perfect balance between giving you guys the content of the Angry Godzilla show that you guys come to see, and also still keeping the full length episode formula, which has like a 10 to 15 minute episode runtime. So far, with both parts combined, it's looking to be like about a 4 minute episode. Yeah, it's about 4 minutes in length, 4 to 5. I'm just gonna unplug that because it keeps making noise. Thank you. And also mute it while I'm talking as well, because I'm also just doing this live, but not really live. So yeah, yes, that's just kind of what I wanted to do. As for the season, I think it's been going on long enough. It's been like almost a year at this point because I started the season back in May of 2024 and it's almost May 2025 and I still haven't finished the season, which I think to my knowledge is the longest I produced a single season of Tabgus, but that's only because now I'm an adult, I have more responsibilities and I can't just be continuing like the same project over and over again. I also have like other things to attend to. So the Aaron's Godzilla show for a while was kind of put on the back burner, and it's why I made like such a long hiatus. So yeah, the Aaron's Godzilla show is still coming back in full swing, and I definitely do want to do more of those. So that's not gonna go anywhere. I do promise that give me until at least the end of May, and yes, the season will be done. That said, it's still going to be released in parts, and then you'll get the full length episode if you want to watch that, and then you'll get like it'll continue basically for what I assume to be the rest of the series going forward. Next, I want to talk about Golden Glory, which right now is like the main project I'm trying to work on. The Abrams Godzilla show is like definitely a main, but between the two, I'm putting more focus towards Golden Glory, and then Tavigus is like almost second place, not really second place, if that makes any sort of sense. But right now, I'm focusing on Golden Glory a lot more than I usually have been, specifically because we're at like the final stretch with the show. The series, not counting the film, only has 3 more seasons left to go. And it's been quite a wild ride, really, because now I'm technically making 2 seasons at once with season 9 and 10, which, by the way, both have new episodes being written, don't worry. And then recently I announced the pilot remastered, which is going to be its own project entirely. So that means I'm managing 3 Golden Glory projects at the same time. Which, if it sounds like I'm burning myself out, maybe I am. But trust me, I definitely am confident in myself that I can do this. But at the same time, I don't want to like overload myself. It sounds like I am, but because of how short these episodes are, I want to get like as much Golden Glory content out before the end of this year. And so far, that's kind of like my initial plan. Because right now, the pilot series is going to be getting remastered. Basically, if you haven't read the description, wanted to remaster it for a little while, but specifically because with Inanimate Standard Remastered coming out, I thought, hey, why not do my own? And so I finally come out with my own, and we got like a near voice cast. Everything is going smooth. You might notice that there's a bit of character design changes. I'm gonna dive into that in a separate video, but basically to summarize with season 9 and 10, they're still gonna be coming out. My main goal is to have an episode of each season in almost like a cycle. So you get one season 9 episode, one season 10 episode, one pilot series remastered episode, and then one season 9, season 10, pilot series remastered, rinse and repeat. I don't know how frequently, I'm aiming to like 1 to 2 weeks for a new Golden Glory episode in general, not just like every 2 weeks you'll get a new episode. No, I would literally get like badly screwed over by that. So that's like kind of on the back burner. And then after we're done season 9 and 10, which I'm assuming season 10 is going to be done first because technically the finale to season 10 is already done. I just need to make some extra retweaks to it and then send it off as like season 10 episode 4 and 5 because really that season's gonna have like another 5 episodes because it's more of a story based. So that's pretty much the rundown for that, but then season 9 is gonna take a little longer because it has like double the amount of characters and it also is a competition, so I also gotta wait for voice actors because season 10 I'm kind of doing all by myself. Might get some more VAs for that, but still, relatively, that's more of my own independent project versus season 9, where that's like my or more like everyone's kind of helping in voice. And then after season 10 is done, then we bring back season 11, which yes will technically be the final season of Golden Glory. And yeah, that's going to be like a more slice of life show. 5 more episodes with that. Well, in total, we technically already have season 11, episode 1 out. And so far, almost all the scripts for season 11 have been written. The only one that still needs work is the finale because I wasn't really happy with it because I'm trying to make it so it stands on its own, but it runs into the events of season 1. Which, speaking of season 1, I also want to eventually remaster season 1 and 2, just because I feel like with the fact that they speak now just kind of makes me feel like, okay, well, how much better can we do with this? That sort of thing. So, with that said, I also want to talk about the Golden Glory movie, which I'm pretty sure has been a long time coming, as far as like how much information I can really spill about that. And I'm here to give the announcement now that the Golden Glory movie is officially shifting gears. What I mean by that is the live action film is no more. I am canceling the Golden Glory movie. Except I'm not. Let me explain. The Golden Glory film has been, at this point, almost 7 years in development. The live action film, in my personal opinion, was made so I could get the movie done faster. What I didn't really realize was that Golden Glory really just doesn't work in the live action setting. Yes, I did make puppets. Yes, it still features the voice act cast from the show. Yes, yes, and yes. I understand those. However, really analyzing the script and really giving it like a closer thought, I don't really think it suits the show as far as like it being live action. I want to make this match the show as much as I can. So, I am giving like the official announcement now that at some point Golden Glory the movie will be turned into an animatic animated film in the same style as the show. Now, I don't know how long this is going to freaking take me because again, it's a like the script is almost 50 pages long, which might not sound like that long, but keep in mind like the average Golden Glory episode is about 2 3 minutes. How long was like the previous episode? Trying to pull it up right now. Um, was like, yeah, it's about 2.5 minutes, and I think the script was about 2 pages. If you do the math, that's like an 80-minute long film. Am I even doing the math correctly? No, I'm not at all. Okay, no, that's I'm completely doing the math wrong. Okay, whatever. It's gonna be a long film. Okay, basically all I'm saying is this film is gonna take me a long time to make because I don't plan on doing it with any co-animators because then I gotta storyboard it because like my type of production is mainly my type. I don't do it with any other people aside from voice acting. Everything else is almost done by me. With that said, yes, this is going to take a long time. It's going to take a freaking long time. It might not get done until 2026 or 7. But that's why I'm kind of dislodging it from the show and not making it season 12. But maybe I might go back on that. Who knows? But yeah, the live action film was also just kind of taking like too much time as far as like being like a project that I wanted to make on the sidelines. And as a result, just it wasn't in recent months it hasn't been making any progress. I'm going to be totally 100% honest. Since the start of this year, I haven't filmed a single scene for it. And that's mainly because again of life circumstances, my other projects that I'd rather work on at the time, and just my own personal thing. So yeah, unfortunately, the Golden Glory movie is gonna get reset as far as production, but the live action stuff that I have now will be used as far as like audio and like voice lines. None of that is changing. It's just the visual style that's changing. And speaking of like object shows, let's go over to Spiral, which has been a long time coming. And I know it's been silent as far as the show is concerned, but let me just reiterate that yes, Spiral's finale will come out soon. How soon? When I'm done with Tabius. At the current rate Tabius is going, when season 21 is done, then I will go full force into the Spiral finale, and that's when we'll release it. And then finally, we can wrap up Spiral and do something else. Which, if you're wondering, no, Spiral's not getting a season two. At least not yet. I really haven't been sold on the idea of a season two just because it kind of goes against my vision for Spiral, which was like a short and sweet, simple show I can make, kind of opposite to GG, and then just move on to the next project. Which I think at this point, I definitely should at least like give Spiral the conclusion it deserves because the last episode I'm gonna look at just really quickly because I don't know on the top of my head. Spiral Shape Show season 1 episode 4 released back in August of last year. That is a long time ago. And the part season 1 episode 5 finale part 1 came out back in October, the ninth year anniversary of the channel. So yeah, it's been a long time. But yes, it will get done. It will get made. Voice acting is all complete for it. I just need to put together the actual episode and then we'll be fine. Which also that kind of goes for well, obviously the episode within itself, but I just want to kind of briefly update that yes, Spiral will be out. I would have to guess around June of 2025. That's my that's my goal for this. Get season 21 of the Godzilla show done by the end of May, and then we'll get Spiral done in June. That's my current goal. As for Golden Lord, that's just gonna happen whenever it does. Next, I kind of want to talk about the videos going forward, which, if you guys haven't seen, I recently took a mini hiatus and I talked about in my bootleg G.E.N unboxing video where I pretty much talked about how I was away for a little while and had to take a break from making videos. But so I stockpiled a bunch of easy to make videos like higher quality re-uploads and some M.U.G.E.N fights that were just easy for me to put together, and I sent them off, intending to come back within like a few days. However, I almost stayed for nearly 2 weeks. And yeah, unfortunately, I ran out of videos, and you probably saw that there was a bit of a gap between the Pilot Series Remastered intro announcement and the bootleg G.E.N unboxing. So unfortunately, I did miss those days, but hey, at least I got to spend some time with myself, and yeah. Um, the videos I want to make going forward, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like totally honest. I'm kind of getting tired of the Mugen stuff. The reason I keep doing them is because really you guys seem to love them a lot. Like I recently put out the BFDI versus Inanimate Insanity like team on team up, and that has over. Let me pull it up. Over 1,000 views now. I didn't expect this video to even get anywhere close. My guess is because I released it the day after the BFDI and II crossover shorts went up, announcing the tour, and I made in celebration of that. But I didn't realize that many people would actually tune into watching them. So like it just blew up, and people really seem to like them. So I kept doing more and more of them to really like help the channel kind of stay on two legs a bit. But really, I'm kind of getting tired of it because when you look at my channel's like video feed, just to kind of look at it, it almost really just seems like it's just kind of clogging up the Mugen stuff, sort of the channel as a whole. Because you get, okay, so you have, as of this recording, the latest upload I have is the Leafy versus Salt matchup from roughly 6 hours ago, so that's when I'm recording it. So then you have that Mugen fight. Then you have the Godzilla versus G.E.N unboxing. And then you have the Golden Lord Pilot series intro, Mugen fight, higher quality re-upload, Mugen fight, higher quality upload, Mugen fight. And then you have more Mugen fights there, more Mugen fights there, an episode, Mugen fight there, an unboxing. You see my point? There's just so much Mugen stuff on the channel, and whenever I don't upload something Mugen, I guarantee someone's gonna get upset about it. So I'm gonna kind of offer a bit of a proposition. There will still be decently frequent. I'm going to space them out every 2 days. So that means every 2 days there will be a new Mugen fight with either object shows, the Owl House, Amphibia, or Super Mario characters, and then we'll kind of keep that going for a little while. And that all starts today. So let's take a break, let's take an ease from the Mugen stuff. They will still come, just not as frequent as they used to. And I kind of want to start prioritizing my works instead of just using other people's code and characters and making them fight each other. That said, I also kind of want to bring back some other review stuff and like general video stuff like in 7 seconds, um, bite-sized reviews, which I previously did one on the NECA King Kong a few weeks ago. I also want to bring back those. Matthew Mumbles I want to do more episodes of. And yeah, I just want to just bring back a lot of stuff that I haven't been doing in a while, like the Ask Me series. Like I haven't done that in a while. Um, just basically just content to kind of fill in the sidelines, add a little bit more variety. I definitely want to give you guys like as much variety of content, not just hammering down the same M.U.G.E.N stuff, because it definitely seems like it's definitely not ideal. Also, I'm gonna tone it down on the re-uploads just because like this was the only way to really like keep the channel going as far as like me making more stuff, and there's no way I could actually bring my setup to my family's place just because like the space and such. You can kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. So yeah, understand that the Mugen stuff is going to slow down a bit, and I'm gonna be putting in more content on the sidelines just for you guys to watch on your own time. And I think finally, like as far as the like the last bit of it is mainly like kind of like a bit more of a personal thing. But let me just kind of stress this that every once in a while you will deal with like personal problems, and I have been dealing with my fair share. Especially one particular thing, which I won't go into like deep detail here. I probably will do it in like an episode of Matthew Mumbles. I don't know like if I should, but realistically, it was something that really broke my heart, and kind of has to do with like self-sacrifice, but also like for the greater good. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna really say on the matter for now publicly. But it's just a part of life. We had to unfortunately give away something that was very important to us, and that's again all I'm gonna say. It was hard, but yeah, we'll get over it, but it'll take a while. But that said, that's kind of all I have for this update as far as the channel's concerned. I want to give a massive thank you for 1,200 subscribers. For those who have been subscribing, thank you. And I hope to continue providing the best content I can give you on a frequent basis. That includes Godzilla, Kong, object shows, Mugen, Mario, whatever. All the episodes of my shows, they're all coming, as well as gameplays. They're coming back too. BFTI A5B. I still have to finish that, and my teardrop's also coming back. They're coming out with a new update for BFTI branches, which is also fun. And yeah, we'll just continue on from there. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next episode or video or whatever may have you. Peace out, everyone.